Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the whole elect. Noise in this gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just kind of like a piggyback off the lesson that two elder brothers did. The elder brother, Ariala, and the priest Sha'ar, both from the Dallas camp. As you know, that's the spirit, because the Lord is telling us to be circumspect out here in this world, because things are collapsing. People are getting worse, man, day by day. I mean, just small little infractions can turn into major situations, man. I mean, things can go left real quick, because people, they're losing it, and this is prophetic. Okay, the scriptures say that at the time of the end, perilous times shall come, and men should be lovers of their own selves. So people's sense of entitlement and pride is what's causing them to act out in these illicit manners, man. From robberies, homicides, home invasions, fights, pulling pistols on people, man. There's all types of stuff is happening in America, man, So like the scriptures say, how much more, of persons we ought to be in this time, avoiding situations if possible, to the best of our abilities, man, de-escalating tensions, walking away from situations which don't make you a punk, don't make you soft, but nonetheless, man, through the spirit, you just got to stay circumspect. And I like to always use that term, keep your head on the spiritual swivel, because for the simple fact, man, you just never know what's coming around the next corner. Okay, because these people, they're on edge. Okay, they have no sense of moral. They have no sense of decency. They have no love for one another. And the brother made an excellent point. He mentioned that if you can see how cold people are behaving towards one another, it's easy to see how they're going to eat their children in the time of famine. Okay, because we're coming upon a time of plagues hitting America on all sides. And the fact that this election or selection hangs in the balance of people's mindsets right now, this selection will determine the state of the country. Okay, whether they go left or either farther left, because whether you put DJ up in there or you keep this guy Biden in there, things are going to still plummet downhill. But I'm thinking that Biden remains president, if they don't rig it somehow, or if they don't offset the election by some type of attack. If Biden remains the president, then I can very well see that pockets of civil war happening in this country, because you have a division among Democrats and Republicans, man. Okay, which they're part of the same bird. Okay, so I looked up crimes in Chicago 2024, and I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I mean, I saw a video the other day on media, and I'm not sure how recent it was, but it looked like this Jake was running on the E-way, which is our slang term of saying the expressway or the highway. He was running through the middle of the highway, and I guess he was running from like some ops or something like that, because if you look to the right on the ramp, you can see guys parked on the ramp, and it looked like they were toting weapons. Okay, so that's the thing. So, you're going to have things like that in broad daylight. A video I saw yesterday was this Jake was chasing this ex-female around a parking lot in an apartment complex, and he put four in her chest, put her to death on the spot. Okay, so that's the type of spirit that the Lord is releasing in Babylon. So we got to stay anointed, prayed up, out the way, and just try to deal with people, just bare minimally if you can. If you're doing business with people, then, keep it at a business level. Okay, don't try to get too interpersonal with people, man, because, people get offended at that. And then before you know it, they get too comfortable. If you're too polite to people, then people look at that as weakness, So regardless of that, man, we just got to stay circumspect. So it says hate crimes keep increasing. Here's what Chicago is doing about it. And it says Chicago crime, woman 66 dragged into the street as police investigates rash of armed robberies downtown. Wow, it's going downtown Chicago. I remember downtown Chicago was a place of mirth. You go down there, get you some good food, drink, enjoy the festivities, the park, the lakefront, you go to the shopping. These were all lucrative things in Chicago. Now Chicago is like a third world country. It says 4 armed robberies in downtown Chicago in 30 minutes. Wow. Chicago's weekend shootings leave 3 dead, including CBD officer 7 hurt. Wow. Cops are getting fucked up, man. Okay. But let's Look into this real quick. Woman 66 dragged him to the street. Okay, and this is the time we in, man. It gets bad. Even the men of the Lord, we have our runs in here and there with people, man. But, the Lord delivers us out of these things, because we don't want to tempt the Heavenly Father. But even then, it's just like, shit, some things just, you got to avoid it best of your ability. If you see danger one way, you got to flee out the next way and not let your pride get the best of you, So anyway, I'm going to play the video and we'll get a couple of precepts.
A 66-year-old woman was attacked by two people where I am here this morning. She is listed in good condition. It happened here in the Streeterville neighborhood just before 12:30 this morning near Fairbanks in Ohio. Police say the woman was approached by two armed people on the sidewalk. One of them fired several shots while the other dragged the victim onto the street before she let go of her belongings, according to authorities. The two robbers then got away in a gray sedan. Police finding bullet casings in the street. Now, this incident taking place minutes before another armed robbery nearby at Randolph and Columbus, close to the Hyatt Hotel. Police say two people were walking on the sidewalk when a light-colored vehicle drove up. Two armed people got out and demanded their property. Then police say they used a handgun to hit one of the victims in the face. Neither victim was badly injured, according to police. And just minutes after this robbery, there was an attempted robbery near Clark and Polk. Police say two people were approached by two armed robbers. One of the victims was hit on top of her head with a handgun, according to authorities. When she tried to intervene, she is expected to be okay. Their attackers driving off in a silver sedan. Now, back here live, there also appears to be a fourth incident near Wacker and Michigan Avenue. But so far, police have not officially linked all of these together, and so far, no one is in custody. Terrell, police say a 66-year-old.
Nobody's going to be in custody because police ain't really investigating like that. Police response times are slower. So a lot of times people going to start taking shit in their own hands. And what is a 66-year-old woman doing downtown Chicago at 12 o'clock anyway, midnight? So it's safe to say, man, brothers out there, and I know brothers are planning on traveling to, hopefully to make it to the Windy City, which is my home, by the way. Just be circumspect and be careful, man. Stay out the streets at a certain time of night. Have a destination, man, because these niggas is on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to go there eventually. All right, so let's get a couple of precepts real quick. I didn't want this to be a long lesson, but let's get this in Ephesians, the 5th chapter, 15th verse. And this scripture has been coming out a lot. And it says here, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times because the days are evil. So try not to get provoked. Now, sometimes you'll put in situation that you are provoked, and you got to figure out how to use wisdom to get out of it, or, you do what you got to do. But at the same time, man, it's just like, man, this place is almost unavoidable. This is why Yahweh Shem Shai has to cover us in all angles, because shit go left real quick. I mean, small business dealings can turn into a fatal fucking fight or a shooting or somebody being locked up. It's crazy, man. And what's so crazy? If we're put in these situations, we will be the ones that get locked up and detained while everybody else goes free. So this is why the prophets, we have to walk extra careful out here, because it could be a mirror of you defending yourself from an attack, you know what I'm saying, and getting these people, perpetrators, off you, and all of a sudden you be the one that's facing jail time, man. So it's just like, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. So the best way, you just got to stay prayed up, man. Okay, it says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord, man. Okay, and it's to the point, like, it's almost not safe to go out nowhere, you see. But the Lord got us, man. But these people, because this is a wicked kingdom, there's no law, statutes, and commandments. Therefore, you have all this tyranny. And what we're witnessing is the downfall of an empire. All right. Let's go to Habakkuk 1-4 real quick. This is the book of Habakkuk 1, and I'm going to start at 4. It says, therefore, matter of fact, let's start at verses 1. It says, the burden that Habakkuk the prophet did see. But, O Yahweh, how long should I cry, and thou wilt not hear? even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save? It says, why dost thou show me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are they that rise up strife and contention. Yeah, man, because the prophets was oftentimes faced with confrontations from niggas or heathens, man. You know? And the prophets wasn't pushovers either, man, but it's just the fact that, sometimes you just get caught slipping. And I'm not saying the man and the Lord get caught slipping, but sometimes you don't even be on that, and then motherfucker bring that shit to your attention. It's just like, wow, what the hell? It's like, damn, you having a good day and somebody's on demon time and just like, look, bro, I ain't got time for this shit, bro. You got it, bro. Sometimes you got to do that, even if your flesh don't want to do it, because your flesh, we're men, we got pride in flesh. You want to knock a motherfucker out. You want to put hands on somebody because it's deserving. Because for one thing, why you invading my space, bro? But it takes a spiritual man to say, you know what? It's all good. Bam. You got it, bro. Because you ain't got nothing to prove to these people at the end of the day. And when we realize we ain't got nothing to prove, then, it is what it is. Let people have it unless they put their hands on you. But anyway, it says, why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that rise up strife and contention. Therefore, the law is slack, and judgment never do go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore won't judgment proceed. Prime example, like I said, one of us defend ourselves from one of these clowns out here, then we'll get locked up. We'll get detained, we'll get questioned. You know what I'm saying? We get the 3rd degree, we get fined, we get jail time. Versus, you see, they cracked a woman upside the head with a pistol, and yet they ain't arrest nobody. They ain't arrest nobody. You know what I'm saying? And from the shell casings, like when you're loading up a weapon, and I'm not sure how smart Jake is. Most Jakes are not that smart. They load weapons up and they got fingerprints, so cops can trace that shit, but they don't care. Okay, because cops have a stand down order too. Like, look, don't engage with these people because cops are getting got. So it's just one of them things. But it says here, behold ye among the heathen, and regarding one the marvelously forward work of work in your days, which you would not believe, though it be told to you, because the Most High is going to destroy Babylon the Great with the sword of destruction. Okay, a couple more precepts here, and I'm gonna end it. This is the book of 2 Esdras 14:13. It says here, now therefore set thy house in order, and reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption, brothers. Because it's gonna get completely dangerous out here. It's already dangerous now. Okay, you can't even talk to people. People want to do things to you. People want to harm you. Like when I go to jiu-jitsu, man, you got a lot of Edomites in there. You got me and like maybe a couple more Jakes, maybe 3, maybe 4 Latin kingdoms, Latin tribes in there, including one Jake. And, I be in there kind of rapping with Jake, man. And, we kind of grapple with one another, just to kind of keep each other's skills sharp. But even in regard to that, man, it's like these white boys in here, and they're taking this sport because they want to beat Jake up. They want to hurt Jake. And the white boys, they're good at jiu-jitsu, in a controlled setting. But in a real life situation, they get knocked out all the time. But regardless, they're taking his art because they have a hatred. They want to kill Jake. Okay, and it's gonna go there. It's gonna come a time that these people are gonna take it there with Jake, man. Okay, and Jake, man, this is gonna get bloody. But it says here, so let go from thee mortal thought, and cast away the burdens of man, put down off the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste to flee from these times. Yeah, man, you don't want to be involved in this. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen, happen shall be done hereafter. It says, for look now how much the world should be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Right? Because this dispensation of time towards the end, things are going to get worse because we're at the end of a kingdom. It says, for the time is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now, hasten the vision to come which thou hast seen. Okay? So, yeah, brothers, it's getting dangerous out here. So, watch how we move, man. We don't want to be moving, uncircumspectly and just being anywhere at all times of the night. If you're going to be somewhere, be with brothers and stuff like that. And, make sure you watch your surroundings, protect yourselves if you have to, and, just try to stay out the way. But the Lord got us, man. Overall, we going to get through this thing, man. It's just a matter of us shedding this flesh and putting off the old man. So with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Lord's will you were edified until the next lesson. Shalom.